Ladies and gentlemen, fights have been announced here on Thanksgiving, on a Thursday, on the day of our Lord and Savior. Fights have been announced, and we need to talk about them. And let me tell you right now, I'm going to be honest, because I'm going to be very blunt. I'm upset. I'm not Drake, but I am very upset. And we're going to talk about these fights, man. Let's not waste any fucking time. Let's get into this shit. Listen, Dana White put on his biggest suit, right? He made sure to hand max. He made sure to make his hands as big as possible. Put the shoulder pads in, right? To make this announcement. He announced on CBS at halftime of the Chiefs Cowboys game, he announced UFC 324, right? And then he went on Instagram Live, which is a fucking horrible decision for the fight that was announced, and also announced UFC 325. Now we're going to talk about both, and I'm probably going to scream a little bit about both because it's fucking bullshit. Objectively, the main events of both cards are complete bullshit. They make zero sense. Well, they make some sense, but the first one makes more sense than the second one. We're going to talk about it, man. Let's just fucking get into it. Listen, UFC 324, the first Paramount card ever. Listen, this is a badass fucking fight card, kid. What's the question? Yeah, you're getting Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett for the interim belt as your main event. Welcome to fucking CBS. You get a fraudulent ass title fight as your first main event. Um, Listen, Justin Gaethje, congratulations, brother. You will be interim champ for the fifth fucking time. Still never touching undisputed. It is what it is. This guy waits out. He's sitting there fucking bitching and whining on the golf course the entire time about how, oh my god, man, I'm not fighting until I get a fucking title shot, man. Yeah, bro, I'm good. I'll be on the golf course, bro. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, what a loser mindset. Either way, he gets his interim title opportunity against Patrick the Baddie Pimblett. Um, do I love this for an interim title? No. Would this have been a cool fight on this card if it was not the main event? Yeah, it would have been cool. You know what I mean? Paddy and Gaethje is objectively a fun fucking fight. Listen, I gotta be transparent here, right? For an interim title, I fucking hate this fight. It makes zero sense. Gaethje is on a one-fight win streak, and Paddy beat fucking Michael Chandler in April. Congratulations, you beat Michael Chandler. Woo fucking who. Oh my god, this is the greatest guy of all time. Lad, you don't understand it, lad. Lad, he beat fucking Michael Chandler, lad. You know what I mean? Unbelievable stuff. It's a badass fight, though. I'll be honest with you, right? I'm hating right now. I'm yelling. I'm probably fucking spitting everywhere, right? Gonna say slurs in a minute. But objectively, right, when this card comes around, when January 24th this year, I will be excited because Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett on paper is a badass fucking fight. Shout out to Dana White. That also rhymed. Good on me. Either way, fun fight. I hate it as a main event, but what am I going to do about it, right? Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. We're going to talk about all of these, right? I just wanted to fucking talk about that for a second. Harrison and Nunes, banger. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm more excited about that, honestly, than the prospect of the main event. Sean O'Malley and Sonya Don, banger. Awesome fight. Waldo Cortes-Acosta, and they have found Derek Lewis in his little hibernation hideout, and they will make him fight Waldo Cortes-Acosta. Hell of a fight. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva, fucking banger of a fight. Additionally, they announced Rose Namajunas versus Alexa Grasso. Fun fucking fight, big names. And Umar versus Figgy. A little weird, but I do fuck with the fact that Umar is staying active and wants to fight contenders. Finally, a fucking guy that isn't sitting on his ranking and wants to fight the best guys. And it's a pretty interesting matchup, man. Figgy in the grappling exchanges could get interesting. So, something to watch out for. Additionally, I didn't add it here because I just saw it on Twitter because I was on my phone while driving. They also announced Atiba Gauthier and Andre Puliev, so they're just throwing a Contender Series Russian at Atiba Gauthier, and Gauthier is going to knock him out. Either way, I guess I should talk about these before I get to the actual fight breakdowns. I would imagine that Rose Namajunas can beat Alexa Grasso. Striking is interesting, but if Rose comes in on kind of her, on the balls of her feet, she's jumping around, she's feigning at range. Pat Barry's yelling shit about, like, good, Rose, they're booing. They're booing Rose. This is exactly what we want. We want them to boo. We want the fans to fucking hate you, Rose. Yep, that's amazing. Keep getting booed, Rose. Yep. We need you to get booed to win this fight, Rose. You know what I mean? What a stupid individual Pat Barry is. This guy grooms like a 14-year-old girl, allegedly, don't sue me, grooms a 14-year-old girl, allegedly, and this guy spends the entire Carlos Esparza fight, yeah, no, that's great, Rose, yep, keep getting booed, we want to get booed here, yep, we want the fans to hate us, Rose, please, this is amazing, keep doing it. What a dumb individual. Either way, I think Rose wins a decision. Shout out. I think Umar beats Figgy, probably on the grappling. Figgy versus Sandhagen was a little weird in the wrestling exchanges. Sandhagen had his moments. On the feet, it's interesting. Figgy can still hang with guys striking. I think a lot of people saw the Sandhagen fight and thought it was such a complete domination because of the groundwork, but on the feet, Figgy can hang with anybody, and he still can, even at whatever he is, 37 or something. So it's a fun matchup. I think Umar's going to be a sizable favorite here, and I'll take him by decision, but very fun fight. So two good prelims. Atiba Gaethje is going to get a KO. That's not what matters, man. Let's talk about the main event. Additionally, additionally, Dana White, this bald fucking guy gets on Instagram Live, smile on his face. This guy's cheesing from ear to ear when he announces this. Dana White announces Alexander Volkanovski and Diego Lopez 2. Give Dana White the most clear and concise Down syndrome test you have ever given him in your life. I don't care if it comes back negative, positive, or inconclusive. Give him that test. Hide his medication from him. Don't let him take it. Let the heart slowly fall apart. Let the cholesterol build a little bit. I hope that Dana White I hope a bus almost hits Dana White. I don't wish death on the man. He created the sport I love. Or didn't create it, but he fucking took over the sport I love. So, I don't wish death on the man. I just wish heartburn and extensive migraines for the guy because of a lack of medication. This main event is so unbelievably bullshit. We're going to talk about this in a bit, but Alex Volkanovski and Diego Lopez 2 was also announced. Objectively, a horrible fight to make, given the state of featherweight currently. There are at least 3 guys that deserve title shots over Diego Lopez right now, but regardless of that, let's talk about the main event of 324, right? Listen. Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett is a badass fight. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and be like, oh my god, man, this shit sucks. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck Dana White, bro. Fuck Hunter Campbell. No, this is a fun fucking fight. Very, very fun fight. Gaethje is wild on the feet. He still can crack. Listen, this guy cracks everything. You know what I mean? Just a real cracker, if you get what I'm saying. But Paddy Pimblett, what he lacks in defense, he makes up for in chin. And on top of that, an elite grappler. Now, Justin Gaethje has struggled versus elite grapplers. Do I think Paddy's going to try and take down Gaethje? I don't know. I'm not completely sure. I would look for this to be a real barn burner for the first 7.5 minutes, give or take, and then Paddy looks to wrestle, right? And once he gets Gaethje on the ground, his ground and pound is nasty, and he will be looking for submissions, which I think he will find. Now, Gaethje always will have the power advantage almost over anybody. I think he needs to get wild in there. He needs to put Paddy in weird positions on the feet, footwork-wise. He needs to get him out of whack a little bit. Leave that chin up in the air. Throw that big right uppercut. Throw that right straight. Throw that right overhand. Right hook even. Whatever he needs to land, I think he needs to find this early versus Paddy. Otherwise, Paddy will take over as the rounds progress. Now, I would argue that Gaethje's cardio is much better than Paddy's. We saw him tiring severely in that Tony Ferguson fight. He was high energy in the Chandler fight because he was doing all the offense. Never got pushed back once except for a brief takedown, which Chandler kind of does every fight where he goes full blast for what seems like a minute and then is immediately tired out of his mind after all that conditioning to the Christian fucking rap that he plays on his Instagram, and then loses the fight by hilarious TKO or submission. Hell of a fight. This is for the interim belt because Ilia Topuria is taking a break. He's got like divorce proceedings and shit. I hope bro's doing all right. I feel horrible for whoever he faces next. This dude's going to be on some like winter arc fucking nobody's coming to save me. I'm Batman type shit. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to drop like a corny ass fucking tweet after this fight. He's going to be on Twitter. He's going to be like, I am the real, the fucking, I don't know. He's going to say some bullshit though. Trust me. He will tweet some corny ass nonsense that he read in a book somewhere. After the conclusion of this fight, I think Paddy Pimblett wins by submission here. I think 3rd round submission for Paddy Pimblett. If I'm right, subscribe to the channel. If I'm wrong, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? If love me or hate me, you watched at the end of the day. But badass fight, dude. And I'm really excited for this one. I hope that it is a banger. And I hope that it lives up to expectation. Because listen, it is the first fight of the Paramount era. I believe they're not doing any fight nights prior to this. I believe we're literally having over a month off before we come back. So they better live up to expectation, man. That's all I'm saying. So big fight, big main event. It's really fun, man. At the end of the day, like, I'm way more upset about Volk Lopez 2 than this. When you look at lightweight, I get it, right? Armand took no damage. He should be able to come back. But he is a big 55er. You have to imagine the weight cut is tough on him. I don't think he's a guy that wants to make a a 2, month turnaround. And honestly, he's in such, when you get a pay-per-view virtually canceled because you have to put fucking Moicano in a main event, when you pull out like that on fight day of a main event, you lose a lot of favor in the UFC. So I think they're going to make him take another fight, which is fucking ridiculous, but I think they're going to do him versus BSD. I think you do, if you're going to make Armand fight again, which is likely if they're doing this and then having the winner fight Topuria, I doubt he waits another year. And if he wants to fight in 2026, I think he should fight BSD. It's a very interesting matchup, to be honest with you. Shout out BSD. That dude might fucking win that. But regardless, interim belt, winner faces Topuria. And I mean, for our sake, I hope it's Patty. I think that's an intriguing matchup more so than Gaethje. We've seen Gaethje slaughtered in title fights over and over again now, so I'd rather it be Patty. So we'll see. A lot of hype that's going to be behind this fight. I just hope it delivers, man. That's always my hope, is that these types of fights deliver. So shout out to this one, big fucking fight. And the co-main event, Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. I saw a couple people complaining about this. This is a badass fucking fight. This is legitimately the most exciting women's fight you can make in the sport right now. Weili and Shevchenko, objectively, outside of maybe you had the hope that Shev would stay standing, that's not that exciting. On paper, it's just not. Kayla and Amanda Nunes is exciting. You're talking about a bona fide finisher, or at least someone that's knocking girls down in every fight, in Amanda Nunes, versus Kayla Harrison, who's finishing everybody. Now, admittedly, Ketlin Vieira gave her a weirdly tough test, but you know what I mean? We're due a fluke every now and again. Maybe she hopped off cycle for one fight. And she finished Juliana Pena, thank fuck. Fuck Juliana Pena, I hope she never fights again. And God bless her, you know what I mean? Finished the corpse of Holly Holm. That's a good win. But with Amanda Nunes, listen, Amanda Nunes is great BJJ. Going to be very hard to take down, regardless of that Juliana Pena fight that she fixed and threw on purpose. She probably took a big bribe from the UFC. We know what happened there. I'll put on my tinfoil hat for that. And she's got serious power on the feet. She's going to be way better than Kayla on the feet. I mean, legitimately 1,000x Kayla on the feet. Amanda's a legitimately powerful boxer, solid kicks, but her hands do some nasty fucking work, and it's going to be interesting. If Kayla gets a takedown early, she can win this fight by submission or ground and pound, no question about it. If she gets it stuffed, if the first 2 takedowns get stuffed, Amanda Nunes by KO all day. I think Amanda Nunes can KO Kayla Harrison. It has been a long time off. I believe over 2 years off. It'll be like a 2.5 years for Amanda Nunes. I hope she's been training. I hope she's motivated. She's probably on cycle, you know what I mean? Probably on gear. You know, it is what it is. Take a little Anavar. Take a little, you know what I mean? Take some peptides while you're at it. You know what I mean? Either way, banger fight. I'm really excited for this one. One of the few women's MMA fights you can get me excited for that isn't a Tracy Cortez or Macy Barber fight. But I'm here for it. Fuck Juliana Pena. You know, it is what it is. Let's keep it moving. Another fight on the card. Banger. Again, like, here's the thing, right? This is all going to be overshadowed because Volk versus Lopez 2 is the most bullshit announcement of all time. And Gaethje versus Patty is kind of a letdown when you were hoping that Topuria would fight. You're hoping Alex Pereira gets the nod. Whatever, right? Sean O'Malley and Sonny Don's a fucking incredible fight. I cannot voice the opinion of Kevin Garnett, but I agree with the opinion of Kevin Garnett, if you get what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to go back tonight and, you know, I'm going to put one on the grill. I'm going to watch a couple of Sean O'Malley old classics. Thomas Almeida, Eddie Wineland, Chris Moutinho, Piotr Jan, fucking Andre Sukumtong, or however the fuck you say the name of that dumb Asian dude that fucking wrestled when he could have beat Sean O'Malley by kicking his leg. We got bangers to watch, and I'm super, super fucking excited for this fight. Son Yadong is a masterful striker. He hunted on the striking with Piotr Jan for 3 rounds, but he was taken down and ultimately lost because of those takedowns. Whereas Sean O'Malley is a fucking beast on the feet. And listen, Son Yadong's not a guy that's going to grapple. Not a heavy grappler, never has been. I think it's kind of a plan E. Like, he has very rarely gone to it. I feel like I remember him going to it in the Ricky Simone fight. I could be wrong about that. Don't fucking crucify me. But he's going to strike with you, man. And let me tell you, Sean O'Malley and Son Yadong on the feet for 15 minutes. Holy shit, what a fight that is. I'm so excited for that. Son Yadong is an only banger. Sean O'Malley, when it's on the feet, is an only bangers. This is going to be a badass fucking fight. Shout out to Dana White again. Dude, I'm geeked for this, man. Dude, Sean, you're doing good, dude. Only 10 more minutes, dude. Yeah. No, are you getting, how's the sleep, bud? Bud, how's the sleep? You know what I mean? Hopefully he's not gooning this fight camp. I think he's in a fucking open relationship, which is crazy. Hopefully he's utilizing the cuck chair. If Sean O'Malley goes to Ian Gary and he says, listen, teach me how to properly use the cuck chair. Teach me your ways, master. If he does this, he will beat Sonyadon. If Sean O'Malley can correctly cuck Max for this fight versus Sonyadon, he will win by knockout. He will learn the ways of Ian Gary. Fucking prayers up, man. Let's hope he gets it done. Let's hope all these fights stay together because this is badass as fuck. And there's way more on this card, dude. Listen. You got a fight like Waldo Cortes-Acosta and Derek Lewis. Badass fight. I keep saying it, but it really is a badass fight. Waldo Cortes-Acosta has 9 fucking children. It's no wonder this brother's hungry. I'm Dominican, you know what I mean? Fucking, what a banger, man. Derek Lewis, if this dude KOs Waldo Cortes-Acosta, let me tell you right now, the amount of ass that CBS is going to get on their screen, the UFC better pray this dude doesn't fluke Waldo Cortes-Acosta by an early stoppage KO. Because if he does, danger is upon us. And listen, it's interesting. Waldo's been hit before. When you put him on the back foot, Shamil had Waldo uncomfortable, but then obviously Shamil is fucking fat. So he ate like a little right cross, a mini right cross, and went down to the ground. The belly was rolling everywhere. I mean, rolls all over the place. It was like a fucking gymnasium with the Olympic team in there. And then got knocked out. Derek Lewis also a little chinny. The kid can get hurt. He can get knocked out. This is a guaranteed knockout in my opinion, or it's the most boring fight of all time. Not sure which one it'll be. Probably a knockout though. Banger fucking fight. Where Ronda Rousey fine ass at. You know what I mean? I'm super excited for this. I'm not even as excited for this as I am for the other fight on this pay-per-view. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. What a fucking fight this is. Arnold Allen, scrappy boxer, does not get the respect he deserves for being exciting because he's been to a lot of decisions, but he goes to war in every single one of them. There's a serious argument that he beat Movsar Evloev in their fight. And dude, the last time we saw him was Giga Chikadze at UFC 304. It's been a long time for him, right? We're talking 20 pay-per-views in the meantime. But Gene Silva, I think Diego Lopez might have been a step too fast. You know, to go from Bryce Mitchell to Diego Lopez, a little much. Diego Lopez showed levels on the feet, and this is what people are going to forget. You see the images of Gene Silva with all the blood on his face, right? Oh my God, man. He got knocked out, crazy, fucking, whatever. Gene Silva was working Diego Lopez in that second round. Once he got up at the end of the first, and after the crazy ground and pound, the exchanges, he was cracking Diego Lopez constantly, hurting him on the feet in moments. Diego looked like he was tiring. Gene Silva got a little over-ambitious and walked into a spinning elbow. It was the year of the spinning elbow. It is what it is. We're leaving spinning elbows in 2025. But he was working Diego Lopez, which is why it fucking pisses me off that he's the main event versus Alex Volkanovski. Got over-ambitious, too big of a jump, whatever, I get it. Arnold Allen and Gene Silva is a fucking banger. Arnold Allen has a chin on him like you've never seen. Holloway did drop him in a moment in their fight, but it was at the very end, kind of a slip. Very fun fight, dude. I hope that Gene Silva comes prepared. I hope Arnold Allen is healthy. He said he was moving to lightweight, so I'm a little surprised that he's going to go to featherweight here. Hopefully he can make the weight no problem. Hopefully he's all good health-wise now, and we get a fucking banger on this card. A lot of fun fights, and overall a banger fucking card. Listen, additionally, you add Rose Namajunas, you add Umar Nurmagomedov. I think that's on the fucking prelims. If that's true and that's on the prelims, that is insane. So I hope that is the case. Add my fucking GOAT, Cody No Love Garbrandt on there. You know what I mean? Add my king, Benoit Saint-Denis on there. Add Lerone Murphy, bruv. Yeah. Bruv, we got screwed over for the title shot, bruv. You know what it is, bro. Yeah. Add fucking, you can throw CP on there. You can throw, I mean, that's a quick turnaround. Probably not. Fucking, I don't know, man. Throw some people on there. Let's have a good time. You know what I mean? Get Gamrot back in there. Get, what the hell has Shavkat been up to? Throw him on the February card. There's a lot of fights to make. I'm excited for it, man. Get Volkov in there. You know, fucking who knows, man. I don't know. I'm just saying shit, but banger card. Absolutely exciting. Do you know what doesn't excite me? This fucking fight. Listen. I just want to say this right now, and I want to be very clear. Let me be clear. Shout out Obama. This is quite literally the worst matchup that the UFC could have possibly made. Listen, I don't give a flying fuck that this is going to be an exciting fight. On merit, this is legitimately the least deserving opponent out of any of the eligible guys. Give it to fucking Brian Ortega at this point. If we're going with Diego Lopez here. You know what I mean? Movsarioveloyev is undefeated. I don't give a fuck if he's boring. I don't care if he's boring. I know he's boring. We all know he's boring, and he groomed a young girl. We know what listen, we don't care that Movsarioveloyev is potentially a pedophile for grooming an underage girl to marry him. We want him to get the title shot. We will excuse his actions out of respect for Movsarioveloyev's merit to get a title shot. That's what we are doing. Either way, right? This is devastating me. Shout out to Magic Johnson. I can't even tweet about this shit. I can't even talk about this. It hurts my heart. Lerone Murphy, bruv, he was in the waiting. He knocked out Aaron Pico cold with a spinning elbow. How do you not get a title shot off of that? Movsar is undefeated in the UFC, wins over everybody. Doesn't get a title shot. He beat fucking Aljo. He beat Arnold Allen, he beat fucking Diego Lopez. He's beat a lot of people, man. He's beat so many guys. Even throw fucking Dan Ige in there, you know what I mean? A lot of guys that he's beaten, he deserves a title shot. Aljamain Sterling is coming off a win against Brian Ortega, former bantamweight champion, arguably hasn't lost a fight at bantamweight if you want to count his win over Movsar, or his loss where a lot of people thought he won the fight. How does he not get a title shot over Diego? Diego Lopez earned a title shot off merit. Still kind of fast-tracked, by the way. Beat Brian Ortega to get that title shot. You know what I mean? Is what it is. And you beat fucking Sadiq Youssef. Congratulations. Either way, you're telling me you lose a clear decision. A very, very clear decision to Volkanovski. There was no question that Alexander Volkanovski won the fight. You win one time versus Gene Silva, who I believe was like number 9, somewhere from 9 to 11, coming into that fight in the rankings. You beat him. Cool KO. He was getting worked in the second round. You win one fight by finish, automatic title shot. How is that possible? What world are we living in where Diego Lopez deserves a title shot over half of the featherweight division? You know what I mean? That's fucking ridiculous. That is literally the equivalent of, let me think of an example here. You know, let me get in the lab. Guys who weren't champions that challenged for the belt and lost. That is like if Marlon Vera lost his fight to Sean O'Malley by fucking the dominant performance that was by Sean, right? He goes back, he beats Figgy in that next fight, and then he gets another title shot right away. It makes zero sense. I don't give a fuck what the difference is. It was a clear win for Volkanovski. He won. Everybody knew he won. He got knocked down in a moment, and then the other time his eye was fucked up. Congratulations, that gets you a title shot. That level of damage. Oh my god, man, he put a beating on Volk, dude. Dude, it was a fucking robbery, man. We all knew Diego Lopez won that decision. Shut up, bro. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. And listen, I'm not sitting here telling you any of these are going to be bad fights. Diego Lopez and Volk is a fun fucking fight. It was a great fight the first time. An awesome one at that. On a great card. It was a really fun fight. And you know what, man? When the time comes, it'll be fun when I accept that this is the world we live in, that we are really going to get Diego Lopez using his infinite title shot glitch. He's doing fucking XY, L2, R2, whatever, right? He's using the glitch. It's not patched, whatever. It'll be a fun fucking fight, and maybe he has a chance to win. Maybe he wins this fight, who knows? You know what I mean? Volk's a little older. Maybe he takes the belt off him. I get it, right? They want the fucking Mexican market. He's fucking in a secret relationship with Alexa Grasso, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, he's also carrying that Brazilian flag, you know what I mean? It's a whole thing, right? I get it. Fucking do whatever you want, right? It's just so bullshit, man. And it's unfair to these contenders, man. Like, I mean, this means to me that they would have given Pico a title shot. I think this is what this signals. That if Pico had knocked out Lerone Murphy or submitted him or whatever, they would have legitimately lobbied for him to get a title shot. Fucking Yair's bitch ass didn't even get a title shot. Not luckily, but he's injured, right? They couldn't have done Lopez. They couldn't have. I don't know, man. I'm upset. You know, shout out Drake. And I will continue to be upset. I'm frustrated. I'm hurt by this. A lot of banger fucking fights, though, and, you know, I won't be upset for long. This is an instant reaction for a reason. My thoughts and feelings will change. Listen, let me clear this up now that we're at the end of this video. Gaethje and Patty, that whole UFC 324 card, banger. I just kind of hate that Arman is getting skipped out on merit. UFC 325, I hate that Diego Lopez, not off merit, but solely off of the market he brings, is going to get this fight. and because UFC fans know him more than they know Lerone Murphy. Or not UFC fans, but casuals know Diego Lopez. They don't necessarily know Lerone Murphy or a fucking Movsar Evloev as well, and they want to make sure there's a finish or at least a fun fight. I get it. It sucks, but that's the world we live in. I just wish that we cared a little bit more about merit. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the video. I said to myself I was not going to post today, but fucking what can you do about it? I'm here. You know what I mean? If you're going to give me shit to post about, then I'm going to post. So, I appreciate every single one of you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. What do you think about these fights? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you wish there, was a different type of fight on the main card? Who do you want on the prelims? All of that. Tell me whenever you want. Let me know down below. Love to see your reactions. My TikTok is at MoneyManzielMMA. Give it a follow. Put a like on the fucking video while you're at it. Go look at my YouTube shorts. Go watch those. All of it. It's a beautiful time in the world, even though I'm a little upset by one of the fight announcements. But either way, yeah, boys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.